This is one of those days where I love my life because I'm sitting here with Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Sir Anthony.
Sir Anthony.
Tony.
What was the key for you actually becoming Steve Rogers?
Well, there certainly was a worry, given the fact that I played a Marvel character.
What unique challenges did this character
get
John?
you a raise, son.
What unique challenges this character
This
John?
bloke, send him out to all the events.
See? I'm glad you brought up Star Trek because I have a question.
Of course you do. Frosty, what were you saying?
Hey, Carl. Who's the villain in Star Trek? Meryl Streep, Katharine Hepburn, Julia Roberts, Miss Piggy.
Yes.
When history looks back and ranks these goddesses of the silver screen,
Oh.
how will they rank them?
I think they are all brilliant.
What was it about G.I. Joe Retaliation specifically that made you go, yeah, this is the thing I want to do now?
Very easy. I mean, it's the franchise, it's the title, it's G.I. Joe.
I don't think there's any particular challenge in genre. The challenge is to do your best work to help describe a character, and
I think the question is to try and live up to, not to try and live up to everyone's expectations.
Right.
To do your own thing, focus on the source material, and do the best you can to provide that character to an audience.
Why don't we start by having you tell me about your new film?
Well, it's an exciting 3D adventure about how I, Yogi Bear, being smarter than the average bear.
Well, I mean, Neil, from the second I saw District 9, I wanted to work with him, and then he showed up and he had not only a script that was really good, but he had a whole graphic novel.
Table doesn't help at all. Is it gone? Hey.
The dilemma we saw in SNL, now we see in 21 Jump Street in Space. You have great comedic talent. What do you think it is about you as a performer that allows you to thrive so well in comedy? Because I gotta imagine it's different than other like green screen environments.
There's no green screen in this movie.
Right.
So what was amazing for me was Sean had shot all the fights with the robots and could show us what the fight was going to look like.
Yes, this is a film I want to be a part of.
Oh, the fight at the end.
Oh, which is great.
Oh, totally. Of course, it's the fight at the end.
Why do you think The Grey works so well?
Because I think Joe Clonahan, the director, he just allowed the film to breathe.
Like all of these great players, and I remember thinking, like, I always see them in interviews, but I never would see Stallworth in an interview.
Right. What was it like working with a director like him?
A joy, absolute joy. I've had a kind of secret dream come true.
But back a few years ago, when it was first announced that you were going to do The Green Hornet,
you were one of the dicks who, for no reason, said it was going to suck.
I was one because I thought this doesn't fit in our heads. Clearly, you saw something different. Really funny musical number in this film. Do you think that a scene like that can maybe open the door for you for a legitimate music career?
I'm hoping that somewhere they'll see a little bit of talent in there. And maybe that could lead to a record deal, which, hey man,
who knows?
Sky's the limit.
You find that happens more with independent film for you?
Well, I haven't done that many independent films. People think I have, but a lot of the movies that seemed independent were actually kind of big studio films. Like,
what's this been like for you?
Great, because I'm a fan as well. I was a huge fan of the books, and it's exciting to see when you're making something, and then hype is the worst thing that could ever happen to a movie, and we have a lot of it.
What do you think it is about the franchise that maintains that passion in its fans so harshly?
I don't know. I mean, there's such specific fans as well. I mean, you don't see even with Harry Potter fans, they're extremely different in their behavior and stuff at premieres and things.
How did you guys envision that relationship?
Well, our relationship as friends pretty much mirrored the relationship between the two characters.
Talk about doing the fights in that for Total Recall.
It was quite hair-raising for me because I was not on board with I wasn't on the movie until maybe 12 days before my part shot.
For AMC audiences who don't know much about Wreck-It Ralph yet, tell us about the story.
Well, I play Wreck-It Ralph, and he's a guy who exists in a video game. He's a video game character from an old arcade game from like the late 70s or early 80s.
Particular film that AMC moviegoers are going to absolutely love and attach themselves to.
Well, you know, The Natural's already been done, so we couldn't go down that road. And, well, Durham's already been done, and The Bad News Bears already been done. You know, this one, I think it's its authenticity and respect towards baseball.
What is it about you as a performer that allows you to thrive as both an Oscar caliber actor and a legit action star?
I have no idea. I really don't. I think the landscape of action movies are much different than what I grew up on. And not that there's anything against those, because I mean, I love those Stallone movies and all those, you know what I mean?
What's it been like for you now seeing this kind of response coming in for a project that's taken so much time out of your life?
You know, it's very odd because we finished it last week. I mean, literally. Wow. And so I'm still in the mode, in a very critical and like tense mode, and then to have this instant sort of response, it's very gratifying, but I feel like I'm not going to take it in for a couple of weeks.
My pleasure to present the first AMC Theaters Film Fanatics Award to writer, director, and all-around super guy, Mr. Edgar Wright. Thank you very much. What is it about political thrillers that seem to really resonate and appeal to audiences so much?
I don't know. That's a good question. I like that this film is set in a political arena, but that you don't really have to know anything about politics in order to appreciate it. You know?
I thought you deserved an Oscar nomination for Buried. I really did.
Thank you very much.
Remarkable.
I don't disagree. No, I'm joking. I thank you. It's very kind of you to say. My mother felt the same way as well. So, you're in good company.
Well, thank you. I'm here with producer Eli Roth. Eli, first of all, congratulations on the film.
Oh, thank you so much. This is the kind of night you dream about. If you're involved in a movie in any way, is this. Look at that. That dude flew in from Australia.
John is
Hi.
No, John's not. Yeah, I'm like a last-minute replacement. So.
Well, John missed out.
He did miss out, and I'm going to let him know that.
Yeah. Tell him to say, the hell with you, John. The hell with you.